Something you probably didn't know about me is that I'm a drummer. In fact, I once played a gig in a car park outside an Irish pub with the lead singer of Abbott and Crab and a French guitarist with whom I could only communicate through music due to our language barrier. It was a lot of fun, and after that gig I started thinking more about how to adapt your drumming to playing the jazz style. I chatted to a couple experts, one of which is Kian Simpson, who's currently training as a jazz drummer in the Rhodes Music Department.
I started drumming at the age of 13. What happened was I went to high school and we had a marching band. I started off on one of the drums that required lower skill, the tenor drum, and then slowly made my way up through all the drums to snare.
Kian didn't always drum jazz. In fact, he only started when he first came to Rhodes University.
As I practiced more, as I started listening more intensely to the music than I normally would, I actually learned to appreciate it more and I became a better player.
Kian describes jazz drumming as a whole different ballgame, one of the most intricate arts in the field.
There is a rather large difference between jazz drumming and all other different types. I would say it definitely requires a bit more skill, well, a lot more skill. Because I find with certain types of drumming, like rock drumming, all it really tests is your technical ability, so how smooth you can play and how fast you can play, because the rhythm is generally a simple 4-beat per bar structure where every main beat is on 1 and 4. Jazz is a bit different because you get lots of variations of rhythm, so you have your Latin jazz, you have your swing, you've got your two-step, and you've got a shuffle. Yes, so it requires greater understanding of different types of rhythms. You're meant to be constantly improvising, but you also have to listen to the other musicians that are playing around you. And you can have really nice fills and really nice solos, but if it doesn't match what the other musicians are playing, it's going to be pretty horrible. It also just requires your timing needs to be incredibly precise due to the variations that you get from the pianist or the bassist that can throw a drummer off point, or the saxophonist. Basically, you need to be a well-rounded drummer. You need to have your technical elements on point, which means you need to practice your basics, you need to know your melody, you need to know your rhythm, and you need to have your timing. It's one of the most challenging ways to drum.
Another jazz drummer in training is Siyabonga Skosana, who can be heard over the sounds of the first-year ensemble at the Rhodes University Jazz Evening hosted by the Union Bar in May.
I've been drumming for around 5 years now, but jazz drumming officially I started last year, so it's only been like a year and a few months.
Jazz drumming is about being offbeat, not onbeat, says Kosana.
So with jazz drumming, what you find is that it's more, from my perspective, jazz drumming is a bit more concerned about details. So the details in the drumming, what you're gonna do, what happens when you're drumming, whereas with the other genres it's more like just playing the music, but jazz drumming is more specific about how you execute those techniques, all those things, the details. There's a lot of different. See, jazz is it's just its own animal.